Staying? Great, cool. So I've been working on finishing this. No, man, I thought that worked. Loading files or whatever. But I've been working on trying to finish up this trig visualization. I think that's almost done. Permission denied. And I thought... Oh, there we go. Oh, maybe this wasn't even saved properly. Darn. Okay. Well, I do have the ability to render videos. What I want right now is just to, I want to make it so that each of these stops, the sine and the cosine appears next to the point where it stops. Yeah. And as part of that, I gotta make sure I don't mess that up. So this should be... Oh, how did it go? Pi over 3? No, I forgot this. The cosine sine of pi over 6. Let's just look at a chart or something like this. Root 3 over 2, 1/2. There we go. So it goes root 3 to root 2, root 1, which is just 1. And the other one goes root 1, root 2, root 3. Okay, but I'm going to work on getting the root 3 over 2, 1, root 3 over 2, 1/2 to appear there. So I think what I have to do here... I wish there was a way to like pause on this specific frame. That'd be really nice. I guess I can't do that right now, at least. So I guess there'll be 3 labels. I'm gonna have just self.point labels. Keep thinking this is fun. And here I'm gonna have map tech. And let's hope I can put this in properly, which I'm already not. Backslash. And then I'm gonna need, oh man, square root 3 over 2. Comma. Oh wait. Comma inside quotation marks. This will be 1/2. I'll just add that. Okay, so that's the parentheses aren't big enough. Okay, so I'm gonna something like this, and then we just move this into position. So, I'll do that with the model matrix. I don't think it's really necessary to, but I will just in case. And x equals 1, y equals 1 for now, and I'll probably end up moving that a bit. No, point labels at 0. I'm gonna have to scale it down first. So let's do this. I might have to pass this twice, or 3 times, or whatever. Yeah, I do. I'll just do x and y. I guess the z isn't necessary. I think I'm gonna move this, yeah, further to the right and up. What I should do, I should just put it to that location. I compute the positions right here. Maybe it would be better. Is now that I have this here, I can do star of that position. So labeled angle position. This one's at 0, and I think this will put it right on top of that dot. Yeah, and it does. So I'll just do plus up and shift this into place like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think it'll need a background rectangle though, so that the lines aren't in front of it, and it needs to be added. That just has to be on top, of course. Maybe we should just position these first. Maybe plus right times like O.1. Yeah, maybe more than that. Maybe like half. Yeah, that looks decent. Hey, Aquabeam, what's going on? I am simply finishing up this animation. Oh yeah. I can export videos now, I think. And it's gonna be the one time it doesn't work now that somebody's watching. Oh, is it going to work? I think it's working. It takes a while though. It actually might be faster to, instead of exporting to a video, I can also make it so it just saves a bunch of PNGs. And then after that, You have to download all the PNGs, and you can run FFmpeg locally. And that's just a lot simpler than trying to compile the video in the browser. Although compiling the video in the browser does actually work. Much more of a pain in the ass for the user. It depends. I mean, it's a lot faster, and the FFmpeg command is a lot easier. Anyway, it looks weird because I didn't put a background rectangle on this or anything. But I could download this. It downloads as a text file for some reason. And then it works. Voila. I can put it like above me. Because that's how proud I am. Can I export PNGs? Yeah. You can do that too. Oh, but not, I haven't pushed this yet, I don't think. Okay, so I can bring this back to preview mode. Oh, whoops. I was trying to pause that. What would be really slick here is if there was a timeline. And you can't really like go backwards in time. Like web animation doesn't really work like that. But I could like change the run times of the animations and stuff. And jump to a certain point in the timeline. And both of those would be pretty helpful. One, which doesn't exist. So the first one is pi over 6. Then it goes to pi over 3. So it's going to be 1/2. And then root 3 over 2. Okay, that looks great. I have got to make it so that these model matrix computations are less annoying though. Like, definitely. Like OpenGL dot translation matrix is just too much to type every time. Okay, this will be this. It'll be offset by up plus left. I'll just add all of these. I want that lower. Maybe uptime is half. A little more than that. More than that, too. Okay, I think I'll move this more to a little more to the left. I'm super bike shedding at this point. And move this one down a bit. Maybe more to the right. Okay, that's fine. I'll move this down a little bit more. Then that's where I'm gonna leave it. Okay. So it's pi over 3. Then we get whatever this is, 3 pi over 4. It's gonna be root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. Whoops. Should be like this. Then this should be the 4th one that I move it to. It actually looks pretty good. Guess I'll just leave it there. Well, maybe it would look a little nicer if it was on the left of the point. Although the first one isn't on the left. We'd be able to see more of the ray, I guess. Let me try doing that. I'll take off the left. I'll take off the up. I just have left times 1 or something. One 1.3. Yeah, a little bit more. That's good. And then the last one. Three, 4, 5 pi over 3. This will be 1/2 negative root 3 over 2. Um, 0, 1, 2, so 3, 6, 9, 10. And then subtract 1, so I think this is the 9th. I guess I'm gonna see, gotta get rid of that. Hey, Daryl Golden, what's up? Okay, looks like that was right. I'm just gonna move this to the right instead of the left. Maybe more to the right? Oh, it's in the way of the tan label. So I guess I should go to the left. Okay, I think that's a decent placement. Great. So with that, I'm gonna put background rectangles for all of these. And I think in the regular Manim there's a way to make these automatically have a background rectangle. But I'm pretty sure it won't work. I'll just add one manually. I don't think it'll be that hard. Maybe I can just do... Oh, we aren't eligible. It requires, like, writing a small... I don't know if I call it an essay, but like a few paragraphs. And I don't want to do the homework, but I can just link the prompt or whatever, and then if you guys want to put one together. I mean, someone already put something together for the num focus thing. And I think it's pretty much the same thing. Rectangle, I hate doing this. Width. Something like mob.get width. Height equals mob.get height. Or mob and point labels. Then I want to move these when I move the other things. Put the questions in Discord. Gotcha. I guess what I really want to do... I actually just have point labels here. Well, I won't do that yet. Point labels, and I have label backgrounds. Then what I actually care about with backgrounds, and that'll be a V group. A background and then a mob. Something like this. And then this, I think, is what I want to transform and add. I think that's correct, because I haven't translated them yet. I'll just overwrite all of these. Getting there. Fill opacity like 0.7. Fill color. Should be black if that's not automatic. Wait, now it looks like they're just not there. Fill color equals black. Fill opacity equals 0.7. Oh, is it because the other things are added on top of them? Let me try adding this last. Actually, I don't even think that'll work. Well, it might. Let me just add it right here. Really, I should just not add it until it's animated. Yeah, that does work. Now they obscure it a little, which is what I want. What I'm actually going to do is fade this in when the cursor moves there. Point labels with background. So here when I'm doing this web animation, at the same time, that's when I want to do a fade in. And those with backgrounds at 0. Now the same delay and duration as this. And that was too late. This is by far the worst part of this, is positioning animations. Although that's also not that fun in regular Manim. You really don't enjoy doing this. So I'll do a delay of 2.5, duration of this, 1.2. Okay, so that's correct. Then the other ones, I'll fade in at the same time that the angle moves. So this is delay of 4, duration 1.5. And this I'll just copy. Zero, 1, 2, 3. Oh, then it loops around to the first one. And this one go back to 0. So the fade-ins were positioned correctly, but my computer froze. Yep, that'll happen. Oh man, I wonder how much I actually lost. I need to set this up so that it auto saves. I should really do that at this point. Yeah, all those stupid fade-ins. I guess now the positioning's still there. And the backgrounds. So I basically only have to place the fade-ins again. They're still pretty annoying. So here. What's it called? Angle labels with background? Something like that? Point labels with backgrounds. It's on 0. I just copied this. What I should really do as an easier fix is just have a way to disable the auto playing. Because right now there's no way to stop it. It's usually pretty helpful, but like right now it's probably not helpful. And there's a non-zero chance it's leaking memory somewhere. Anyway, I'll save that. Okay, so those are all fading in properly. Then I'll just want to fade them out when the cursor moves away. Maybe I should separate these more. It seems like every time these scenes grow like really complicated. Although I think if I just had a timeline, that would be a lot less cluttered. Since I could just edit it there. Oh, that'll be a fair amount of work to write. Okay, so then I gotta fade these out. Fade out of this. I want basically the same parameters as that. Put a fade out. That was incorrect. Wait, what just happened? So the very first one fades in. Then there's another fade in. Oh, I want to fade out of this. I'm going to fade in of the next one. Yeah, that's what I want. Fade out the previous one. I think this is doing what I want. Yeah, I'll fade out this. Now I see what it's doing. Yeah, this is so far what I want. I'm gonna fade out the 3 like this, then I'll fade out the 0 when I fade out everything else. So 13.5, 1.2. I faded it in. Okay, that's great. Now I want to not add it here. And I'll add it when I start that animation, each of their animations. Oh, this should be fading out the third one. Okay, I think that's pretty much perfect. I'll just make the triangles a little, have some more margin around them. Or padding, I guess. Let's do a plus 0.1 here and a plus 0.1 there. Okay. I think that was perfect. So now I'm going to try to export this to an MP4. I should make it so that it's going to go higher quality than 1080-60. Because my screen is actually 2K. And this is only 1K. Yeah, I'll do that later though. Did this just not work? Oh, there we go. So now I get to wait for that to render. Oh, are we still not eligible here? I don't even remember how to do this. I think this stops. Either stops or doesn't go as fast if I switch the tab. Or maybe that's just because it's a pretty slow render. It says it's eligible. So this would be open source software. Wait, why is that not working? Community website, we do have that. So those are the two questions. How's this doing? This has to be going slower, right? Maybe not. I should just put it in the Discord. Partnership. This had to be going slower. It had to. Or maybe not. Maybe that really is just how slow it goes. Okay, done with that. 87D89. Oh man. One of the labels is wrong. Okay, might as well check if any of the other ones are wrong. That's right. That's right. This one's wrong. the x coordinate. Oh well. That should be a minus. And I even had this. Wait, why is that way faster now? Oh, I see why. Because those are just fast parts of the animation. Okay, I'll just stop that. Preview. Yeah, I'll just preview it. And that's what it's supposed to be. Well, that sucks. But gotta render that again. I'll save this first. And once I already have those PNGs, I might as well generate a WebM from the command line too, just with FFmpeg. Instead I can use that as the thumbnail. Let's see what I can do while that's going. I'm pretty sure I have to keep this on the screen. Oh, and I won't want to save this or it'll live update. Dang, I'm trapped. Maybe I'll just end up... Well, no, because this isn't even in the GPU, really. Maybe, I guess it is partially. But I think a big part of this is just writing out all the PNGs. One of these days I'll have Manim compiled to web or FFmpeg compiled to WebAssembly. Although that won't be multi-threaded. Yeah, well, that's a tricky situation. All right, I finished this again. 830 AE. Yeah, remove those. What happened to the calculus course I had? Did I have a calculus course? I don't think I had a calculus course. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Okay, that's a pretty slick animation if I do say so myself. I think I want to also just have a webm here to use as the thumbnail. Not sure what quality to make it. It's funny because neither of these are working. Jeff. Creating webm videos. What does CRF mean? CVP9. B:V0. I guess you can just do webm, like MP4 to webm. Although I don't think I want it 1080p 60. Oh, there are so many flags. CRF, BV0, BA. I think there's a frame rate flag as well. Okay. I'll try doing this. So I'm gonna input that file, the sine cosine one. All this stuff, sure. I'll try making sine cosine.webm. But I want to lower frame rate. I probably want to lower quality. R. Is that it? Dash R. So I'll do dash R30, I guess, and see how this works. This takes a while even from the command line. Also, it's kind of large. 15.36. Well, let's see. Okay, that's like perfect quality. So that would explain why. The webm is smaller. But I do actually want the quality lower than that. Maybe I should just recompile this. Lower files produce bigger but better files. So I guess I want that higher. Oh, this is... I'm okay with the quality being worse. But I don't think I want the colors to be off. Not that far off. It's a much smaller file. I mean, if this is used as a thumbnail, it'd be pretty small. But I wonder if... How... There. So if this is in a pretty small area... I think that's not too bad if this is small. Although if this is smaller, I probably don't want to have the circle, like, disappearing. If this is going to be a thumbnail, why wouldn't I just loop around the example angles? I think that would make more sense. I'll just try to get it as a thumbnail first. But what I think I'll want to do is just create a WebM straight from the PNGs. It's WebM with transparency. I don't need the transparency. Frame rate F image 2. I don't know if I can downscale it or whatever. Frame rate 25. Okay, so this is pretty much what I want. How would you ever come up with this command, by the way? Lib vpx vp9? So it's going to be almost the same as this. I won't want 60 though. I don't know if I can just make this 30 frames per second if the PNGs are gathered at 60 frames per second. I'm not sure if that'll work. And then I'll, of course, have to change this stuff. I think that's everything. So count the PNGs. And it's just this stuff, yeah. I prefer if I could actually decrease the quality as well. So I just scale equals whatever. Or dash VF, oh, dash VF scale equals whatever. And 480p is probably fine here if this is going to be a thumbnail. Why is that going so slow? 480p, actually, 480p 30 would probably be ideal for something that's going to just essentially be a GIF. Why is this going so long? Yeah, there's some smaller things to do. This should probably autosave and have some feedback for when it's saved. And saving and loading videos is weird too. Wait, is this 30 frames per second? No, it is 30 frames per second. That's good. It's not that much smaller though. Yeah, the webm is barely smaller. Oh, and it's just slower. Yeah, I have to export the PNGs at 30 frames per second to make this work. You can't take PNGs created at 60 frames per second and then create a 30 frames per second thing. I guess it doesn't work like that. Okay, I'm gonna move this. Move that to the home. Then I'll just re-export this at... Oh, I don't even have 480p. $644.80. Is this even 16 by 9? Probably not. It's not. Okay, I just won't have it. I'll do 360p with 30. Yeah, I'll just do that. That looks terrible. The quality. At least it's faster. And hopefully it'll... When it's shrunk down anyway, it should look better as well. Actually, I could have just imported this straight to a WebM. Why didn't I do that? That kind of doesn't make sense. But oh well, I guess I'm already doing it. Wait a little while for that, and B712. Remove all this stuff. Okay, so I don't want to do this. Art. I forgot what it even was. 30. Image 2. Then I'm going to change this to whatever it is for WebM. This. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a video. Now the question is, even as a thumbnail, it doesn't look that great. Maybe I should have gone for like 720. Or could that be potentially slow? I'll just generate it at 720. I don't even know how to close this. It's 720, 30. Yeah. And then this I'll probably just use as the thumbnail for this particular scene. Getting there. And great. Okay, so that looks good. I'll just download this. 29E9. Move this to 11. Okay. This should be significantly small. That's still kind of big. Still a little big. Wonder if maybe I could just decrease the frame rate or something. I guess that would cut the size in half. I'm just gonna try it. Let me see how much data 16 megabytes is to download. That was super fast. So that was like kilobytes. And if I go to this, that was also kilobytes. I should see when I reload this. Okay, so that's some bigger stuff. And I guess when I'm already loading like this anyway, how large is this? Mostly in the kilobytes. The view is 1 kilobyte, I guess. 16 though? 16 is still kind of a lot. There's Monaco is 5. Although I haven't even opened Monaco at this point. Yeah, Monaco has some part that's 11. Pyodide around 3. NumPy is 5. Matplotlib 9. So 16 is a lot, definitely. So we should try to do something smaller. I'll try 30 FPS 360p. That should be... I think that should be fine. I think. Is this what I did before? Oh, I'm previewing. Now I'm starting to wish I had something in between 720 and 360. $1152 by 648. Oh, it's 1024 by that. Wait, am I looking at the right thing? This is 1080p, 900p, 720p, and there's a few 648, and then this. So maybe I could try doing it at this resolution, 648. Or 576 is more like the middle. Okay, so that's pretty good. FE5. Now I'm gonna want to check the size. .2. That's still kind of large. I guess not. I guess I'm already downloading things that are around that size. No, that's definitely a little large. I wonder in the examples it gave. Yeah, here it's looking at one that's 341K it's looking at. Because it's comparing it to a GIF. Yeah, even that. I think I had to bring down the frame rate or something. This one doesn't specify a frame rate. I wonder what the quality or whatever. I set this to webman. I guess I use the default. Well, it gotta go to 15 frames per second. So that should cut it in half. At that point, it'll be... Even then, it'll be 3.1. I guess it's a little just long. Huh. It'd be nice if I could double the speed. Or like 1.2 the speed, which should be possible at FFmpeg, but I don't know how. Presentation timestamp of each frame. This is an H.264 or H.265. I think I'm just gonna keep this, whatever. What was it before? Before it was 16. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna move this into that source directory and try to use it as a thumbnail. Actually, I can do this here. Public assets. Then in the selection page, one of these. Oh, I'll have to decide which one is sine cosine. So this is the name, and then it just has those buttons. The name that just has these two buttons on the side. So I guess before this, that's where I want to put it. So I guess just here. Assuming I know how to use an image. Guess that should happen in the banner. Like this. Okay, so this should just put it on all of them. Which, whatever. Or probably just like have a bug somehow. Well, it's not here. Yeah, I guess that's not how you include it. I should have it in web.dev. Oh, it's actually video. Interesting. Okay. Autoplay loop, whatever, and then this. Okay. So like that. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. How would I... Oh my gosh. Guess I'd want this to be 100% and then auto. Oh, I'm not sure if video elements work like that. Guess not. Why is 100% 0? You can set one of them. Also the height. Doesn't like that either. I guess these are 120 pixels tall, so what if I just made this 100? Why did that throw it off so much? This stuff is like way too small. Oh, and it loops weirdly too. That's annoying. I wonder why it has that one extra frame. Or is that just something the browser's doing? If I look at this in MPV, you can see if it does that. It does. Is that at the very start or the very end? Looks like it's at the very start. That's weird. I wonder if there's a way to cut off the first frame. It's getting at some pretty complicated FFmpeg stuff. Timecode frame start. No, it's not possible. What a pain. I'm not sure why it did that in the first place. I also noticed quality is probably better. Well, no, the frame rate isn't that important either. Maybe this could just be 15 frames. It's definitely going plenty fast enough. I feel like I'm not sure which one I want more. I mean, that was 360p, which isn't the best looking anyway. Although if it does that same thing where the first frame is wrong again, then that won't be any help. Ugh, what a pain. I think I'll try exporting PNGs this time. And I'll do 15 frames per second, 360. Yeah. Then I'll make that into a WebM And that'll be the one I use. It's going way faster now. Because the quality is just that bad. Okay, so I'll save that. CO2 BP. I don't even remember the frame rate. Oh yeah, this one's 15. Wait, what happened? Oh. Okay, it doesn't have that first frame messed up. The colors are a little off, so that sucks. It's really decent enough, though. Okay. Guess I'll put that there, come back. Alright, so that looks fine. I don't know why it's not in the dragging one, though. That's weird. Okay. Now what I want to do is only put this here if it shares the name with the name of the name of the project. Which I don't really know how to do. Maybe that should just be hard-coded. I don't know if JavaScript is really used to see if files exist unless you're using Node. Yeah, without like fetching it, which will be kind of weird. I'll do this. Character and unquoted attribute value. Don't know what that means. Hope it doesn't ruin everything. But let me see if that... it does. I think I've seen this before. I think I have to do... It might be like this. There's also a good chance this just doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't even work for sine cosine. Oh, well, actually that makes sense because I didn't rename it. Like assets. This. Okay, so now it's only for that one, which is good. Now I just have to style this. So this is a flex box. No, this one is not a flex box. Let's make that flexible. And this. So that now this is flex box. With a line center. Close. Wait, why did that happen? This one is justify space between. Why is it not doing space between? Since these two are different. These two are in different objects or whatever. This just seems wrong. I should comment out the pyodide loading. Yeah, I don't get this. W flex. If this is justify space between, why isn't it maximizing the space between these two? Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oh wait, no it's not. It's just not affecting it for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna put this back to a div. And then it works. Is it making this a flex box that did that? It is. That's weird. Yeah, that's really strange. I wonder if there's a way to round the corners of this. Or for one thing, I want this to have some margin. Okay, this will only be like v if project.name like thumbnails includes this. Something like this. Okay, so now I should do all the missed files. I wish I could round the corners, but anyway. I'll do this one last time. Great. So I guess since I'm already doing all that stuff, it doesn't take a longer time. So then I can click into one of these and look at it. So maybe in the future I'd want to change this so that it doesn't draw and undraw itself. That's kind of silly. Since it's just a thumbnail anyway, maybe it should just go in a circle. Perpetually. But yeah, that's fine. Maybe this whole thing should be a little bigger so you can see it more. But then again, the quality on this is really bad. So maybe I don't want to do that. Okay, well, I'm going to try pushing this, since I haven't pushed in a while. Then I might end up tweeting or something that video. So I'll copy this in, and then I forgot how to even do this. It's like yarn build and Firebase deploy. I wonder if it's complaining about that MP, that WebM. No, I think it's not. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, let's deploy that. And if I'm lucky, it won't immediately crash. Or like crash for people who aren't logged in or something like that. That's pretty neat. Oh, I didn't move over my code. I'm actually not even totally sure how to do that, since it's in files now. There isn't a copy option. There is an upload, so I guess I could download them all and then upload them. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, I can't even download multiple. I can't even download one unless it's a file, I guess. Man, that's really annoying. I guess I'd have to like script something that goes through all my files and like writes them into the public directory. Yeah, I guess that's what I have to do, but I don't really want to do that right now. I hope this doesn't break anything. It looks like it doesn't. Oh, this is going faster than usual. Why would that happen? Let's look here. feel like all of this is faster. Why? It's kind of weird. Oh, I think the default easing function is different. This scene is notoriously slow. It's still not the fastest. But that's fine. Okay, well this didn't break anything, so that's good. So I don't have to fix anything now that I pushed it. I'm trying to think what I want to do next. Like, it's really nice that this handles video now. Even though I have to log in to see my files. Wait, why didn't that show my files? That's weird. It's like reading the public files. But if I come here... Wait, where was I saving this to? Oh, was I saving this to the public directory? Because I was saving here. User... Public. No. So where was that saving to? It could have only been my directory, which is this one. Oh, not this. Yeah, this is my directory. So does it not update that or something when I log in? Go here. Okay, now it's updated. So I guess it doesn't update that when I log in. Which is a problem. Also, the video loading doesn't work. Great, okay. Well, some stuff works, some stuff doesn't. I'm going to call it there. Yeah, and work on some of this stuff tomorrow. And probably end up uploading that MP4 somewhere. That's a nice one. That is a grade A MP4. It just makes me... It makes me want to make more interactive stuff. Like, there should be a way to do this and just explore it interactively. But anyway. I'll do that. Do that at a different time. All right.